Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Mayor's Corner. It's December, holiday season, winter starting. So we have our special guest, our fire chief. I always have trouble saying chief. Our fire chief, Mr. Patrick Thomas. Patrick, thank you for taking me out of a little bind right now and updating our citizens just to kind of, with winter around and people utilizing their heat sources where, not water heaters, space heaters, just maybe if you can guide them
Yes,
and
Mayor.
tell them a little bit about safety.
And yes, we're always. I'm always ready to talk about safety and any kind of topic that we can help educate the citizens. I'm always ready to do that. So not an issue at all. Coming to help you
Thank
today.
you so much.
Yeah, today's topic we're going to talk a little bit about space heaters and portable space heaters and heating our homes with the. I know we haven't had very many cold fronts come in this year, but of course last year was a pretty rough year for cold. It was colder than what we were ever used to, right?
Oh my gosh,
So
yes.
hopefully we don't have something that gets that cold this year, but you never know. So we got to be prepared. And even at that, there's still some smaller cold fronts that'll be blowing in through or coming through, pushing through throughout this winter season. So these are the months where those cold fronts come through, and heating our homes becomes something that's very common, and we got to make sure we do it safely. And
Yes.
so we lean on the National Fire Protection Association to help us with some safety tips. And the biggest thing is when you're purchasing your space heaters, that we make sure we do get some space heaters that are have been tested by a laboratory to make sure that they're safe. So always look for the Underwriter Laboratory sticker that's on the box or on the actual heater. Make sure that that it's been tested and it's safe, was designed safely. So you always want to look for that. You always want to keep 3 feet away from your heaters. Keep everything 3 feet away from your heaters, especially kids. Make sure that if they're on a secure, flat surface, make sure that they're they're not going to tip over. Also, make sure you also want to make sure that if it does tip over, that the space heater that you purchase or that you acquire has a tip over alarm on it. So if it tips over, it'll turn itself off and won't catch something on fire. They also make space heaters that have temperature gauges or overheating gauges. So if it gets too hot that it's going to cause something to catch on fire, it'll automatically shut off. So we recommend those as well. And then recognizing also that not everybody uses electricity to heat up your home. Sometimes people are using gas or wood burning chimneys. Make sure that you get, if it's a wood burning chimney, make sure you get it get everything inspected and make sure that it's not going to catch on fire. We've been to a number of those types of fires before here in town, where somebody lights up the chimney and it's a dirty chimney and then it catches on fire. Also, you want to make sure that you have carbon monoxide detectors in your home. So a byproduct of heating your home with gas is carbon monoxide, and that can be pretty dangerous because it's what they call a silent killer. You're not going to know that it's killing you till it's too late. And so we strongly encourage everybody to get some carbon monoxide detectors if you're going to be heating your homes with gas or anything like that. So that'll detect the carbon monoxide and let you know that there's carbon monoxide before it gets too dangerous, before the levels of carbon monoxide get too dangerous inside your home.
And I know sometimes they've used the compressors.
Compressor,
I'm
like
looking at you. Sometimes they'll turn on compressors and they'll have them inside the home, and that's also a cause of carbon monoxide. So be
Right.
very careful. Do not have those right within.
Yeah, anything that uses gas to fire its motor, it's gonna put off the byproduct of carbon monoxide, and that can be dangerous. So yeah, we always want to have those carbon monoxide detectors, and like I said, it'll detect the dangerous levels and keep you from having yourself in a situation where it's gonna be dangerous for your bodies. So check on your neighbors. A lot
Yes.
of the elderly, they don't know about carbon monoxide detectors, or they use the stove to heat up their homes. We've seen that before. that can be dangerous. And so I ask that you check on your neighbor, make sure that they're okay, make sure that they have heat. Keep in mind that our elderly are a lot. They don't have as much meat, as much cushion as some of us do, and so they get cold really easily. And so sometimes we may not be cold, but they're cold, and they may have heaters going. And so let's just check on them to make sure that everything's okay with them, and that they have that they're being safe as well. It's the last thing we want. It's harder for them to get up and get out of a house if the house catches on fire. So they're way more likely. The two special populations that are more likely to die in a fire are going to be your elderly and your little bitty ones. And so your elderly, because they're not as mobile, they can't move as fast. They can't climb out of bed and crawl out of the house. It makes them a little bit more susceptible to dying in a fire. So let's make sure that if we have a neighbor or a relative, let's stop by and check on them. Let's make sure that they're heating their home safely as well.
Well, thank you for those tips.
Yes, ma'am.
I
And
appreciate it.
we will definitely be putting out a media release to the local media to see if just to get this information out and make sure that everybody knows what they can do and where to find information if they want to look for information on heater safety.
Well, I appreciate it. Thank you for bringing that information, and also if you have a website they can access.
I recommend everybody go to the National Fire Protection Association. They're the experts in this, and so they take data from all over the country, and what they do is they analyze that data. They figure out how fires are starting, and then they come up with suggestions, recommendations on what you can do to keep safe or keep fires from starting.
What was that website?
The National Fire Protection Association, NFPA.org.
Okay.
That's where I recommend everybody go to. And we'll put a link to their website on our website.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, and I appreciate you at last minute.
Yes, ma'am.
Getting me out of this little bind. But thank you so much. And Patrick, like always, you're always a wealth of knowledge and helpful, and you're an important part of our community and our staff. And so thank you for all y'all do and what you contribute to also emergency management that helps so much.
Yes, ma'am.
So a little bit, this is just going to be a real quick update. Just wanted to update everyone in reference to some of the things that City Council has been working on. We're continuing working on the guidelines and the funding for the $6.9 million grant that we received. So hopefully soon we'll have that all wrapped up and be able to get started on some of the streets that are going to be worked on with that grant. We are also continuing to work with the second water source. So more details will be coming up. I believe in January we'll have another update for everyone in reference to that. Council also adopted a new application and guideline process for the HOT funds, and this is monies that sometimes is allocated depending on council if they approve it, which they did approve some funds for anyone wanting to have an event to create tourism or overnight stays to help our hotels, any functions. Sometimes you fill out this application and council will review and staff will review it, and they're available out there to encourage, again, tourism and events and getting people to come out to Alice. We also have our downtown that will be having their monthly event downtown, and they're encouraging everyone to come out and visit them, shop local. They've done a wonderful job.
They've done a really good job, Mayor.
Yes.
We were just down there, myself and my family, my wife and my kids. We were down there shopping. And you'd be surprised at things you'll find down there.
Yes.
They've got some really nice shops.
Yes.
Some are a little hidden in there. You don't know that they're there until you walk downtown. So it looks good. It's looking really, really good. A lot of nice places to shop.
Yes.
Some really, competitive prices. I mean, you'd think it's more expensive because it's here, but it's not. They're very competitive with their prices, and they have a really good selection. Real hard to find. I have daughters, so bows and cute little outfits, and that's the stuff we're looking for, and they've got it. They've got it downtown. I was able to find matching outfits for my two
There's-
daughters, and
There's a variety
really
out
cute.
there. The
Yeah.
different
But they've done a really
boutiques.
good job. All
Yes.
all the vendors down there
All the
are doing a
stores.
really good job. And then of course they're working with us in the city to try to make things better down there. We're working on. As a matter of fact, last week we were just down there walking down the sidewalks, inspecting them to see if there's any places that might need some repairs, some tripping hazards, things like that. We're working with some of the buildings that are vacant. We're trying to get a little bit more aggressive to try to either get them filled or get them to be a little safer. So I think
Yes.
downtown's coming a long way, and they've got a long road ahead of them to keep moving forward. But it's looking really good, and I'm
Our
excited about
downtown
that.
merchants have come together and they're creating wonderful events. They're gonna have an event once a month, I believe.
There's one this Saturday.
On the 20th, which, this Saturday, I said the 20th, but whatever, I think
It's
it's.
the 18th. Yes. On the 18th, they'll have an event. I believe it's from 6 to 10, maybe, or from 5 to 10, something
Well,
like that. It's
come
in the
down.
evening.
They'll have music and all the shops will be ready to receive everyone. And also, if you haven't come down to see our 20-foot Christmas tree, it's there for all of you to come take pictures, have the children enjoy it. We also kind of revamped Health Park, so made it a little safer where the sidewalks were removed. Now there's the crushed granite. So come out and visit the park, visit our community tree, and downtown. Come drive by there.
Yeah.
We have the lights out. It's
Out Park
beautiful.
had a huge makeover, and it looks really, really good. There's a lot of questions on why the city went with the crushed granite for there, and so what makes that park really pretty is the trees. And one of the things that happens with the trees is the roots on those oak trees can cause problems for our sidewalks and our cement. And so the crushed granite allows for that if a root's move, growing or moving on underneath the ground, it doesn't shift and break anything. It's easily repairable. So it made sense to be able to do that, and
We
it
were
looks
trying-
really good.
Yeah, we were trying to go with a green space, but because of the time of the year and to put sod, so this was the next best option
Yeah,
that
it,
our
it, it
city
looks
manager
good, and I think he's
said.
got some more. He's got some more things he wants to do out there that's going to really bring a
Yes.
lot of natural beauty to that space. So it's come a long way. It's looking
Come
good.
down and visit Health Park. Come see the community Christmas tree. It's beautiful at night. All the lights downtown, all the decor.
A special thanks to AEP Texas for
Yes.
donating the money to purchase that
They
tree. So
funded, yes. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it for today for the Mayor's Corner. I want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We'll see you in January and more to come.
Yep.
Thank you so much. Blessings, everyone. Bye-bye.
bye.